Hi everybody, today we are going to a apartment, a 3-bedder. It's halfway through the project, the ceiling is done, the wiring, first phase of work are done. So this project is for a good friend of mine, and his main brief revolves around the word prideful home, right? So basically we're talking about a home, an apartment, simply done, not gonna cost a bomb, not gonna hurt the bank. So what we see is preliminary light fixtures are up. We are not trying to do false ceiling everywhere. In this case, just to keep the height and keep the scope simple. We have some feng shui requirements over here behind me, as you can see on the ceiling. It's just to demarcate the entrance foyer area to be distinct to the rest of the area, which usually I like to do that. If you see, I am pretty generous in designing the cove lights behind me because it's away from the main natural light source, and potentially I do not like the user to be opening the door always feeling dark here. So I want them to have a choice to have the switch on, and then they have pretty much decent lighting effect over here, brightness, right? In this case, I particularly reminded my team when they work on the false ceiling here, which is a pelmet plastering works, as you can see. What I always hate to have is to see my doors, brand new doors, glass door frames, always splattered with plaster. I mean, it's really not that easy actually for them to do what I need them to do, because there's a lot of work to be done here when you need to do this and that, but at least they make an effort, and yeah. So as you can see, my carpenter is trying to take visual records of what they see here, and on site trying to measure and make sure things are aligned between two works that are going to meet, which is important because, for example, he needs to make sure that positioning of the power points is relevant and aligned with his carpentry. So my usual style in the newer condos, where size is a little bit on just enough aspect, I want to keep the bed always flush to the wall as much as possible, so that even with 5 cm or 10 cm more, I want to have the users to have this luxury of walking around. The entrance, we are creating a foyer. As you can see, the ceiling that we're doing actually is something related a little bit to feng shui. Well, of course, I know that it's going to be dark because it's going to block lights coming in from the main balcony, but because of that, I have already catered for pelmet lighting towards the walls, so that I hope with the option of a switch, this area would be very sufficiently brightened. So this is a very important element. This is actually the door frame for the doorway. This would be a very important element because this frame is chosen from TAK, possibly, and that's supposed to go to this frame that you see behind me. Let's see, it's a very simple setup, a very simple approach here. We're not trying to overdo a lot of things. Even the ceiling, we are not trying to do it crazily. We're just having track lights and all that. 2 rooms over here are not doing much, but the main focus is on the main master and the living. So this is the work in progress for master bedhead. I shouldn't tell you more. Stay tuned, and the rest of it will be finished with the magic of curtains, feature walls, special painting, wallpapering. See you.